Hi everyone, I'm Iggy and this is LPFWA. I have guests. Say hi, guests.
Hello, I'm Skier.
Hi, it's Lazyfire here.
And with we're set.
Someone loudly takes a sip of soup or something and get on our way.
It wasn't me.
Yep. Okay, I guess you get a pass on this one, right? Because you host.
I'm drinking today, by the way.
Hell yeah, so am I.
I'm not sure this is gonna get relevant.
I have to prepare for tomorrow, so I have to start drinking today.
Yep.
You always
Nothing special's happening, I'm just drinking.
Okay.
After pregame Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday is really tough. I can't really stand it when I'm sober, so I always need to drink. But anyway.
Sunday's the worst day. You just don't do anything the whole day.
I do the same thing on Saturday, actually. But let's actually do the one thing I do on Saturday and start this show.
Yeah.
Because it's about to start as soon as my controller turns on.
We are good at preparing ahead.
Alright, it's on now. Well, it just turns itself off after a couple minutes. It's not my fault.
The controller turn on correctly? Watch LPFWA to find out.
Subscribe to the LPFWA network to find out in real time.
We'll give you text message updates if the controller does or doesn't turn on. It used to be that you just, either released white or black smoke depending on if it did or not, but we've moved beyond medieval times.
Yeah, it's on though. It's working.
No one's gonna get that joke.
Now we use blue smoke.
Yeah. Use lasers.
Much more advanced. Oh, the BNF is doing something.
Yeah, and Walter D shows up. He seems to be really angry. Like, he communicates in ellipses. Like, he seems to be really angry that he's just there to, he's been there for months, but he hasn't shown up yet. There he is showing up. He doesn't know he's on camera yet, but he is.
I mean, we presume that's what he's saying. He speaks entirely in ellipses.
Yeah. And, like, they understand each other because they both they say the same thing, whereas Walter D says nothing, BNF says ooga booga. It all makes sense in context, I guess. But basically Walter D wants a match apparently, but he doesn't realize that he's already on the card.
Oh.
Unless he
I'm
does.
glad that you can translate this. You're like Luke and R2-D2 going on here.
I understand BNF. And he seems to understand Walter D. I only hear one side of the conversation here.
It's gonna be like going into new territory here, talking to people through 3 different translators. You're gonna get half of what they say.
Yeah.
And the other half's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. There won't be any sunglasses in this match apparently.
Oh.
No sunglasses in this Zore match.
Yeah. But Walter D doesn't seem to care. Like,
that man just wants to fight somebody.
Even if it means fighting Zore.
He has a chance to win a title in his first match.
He does! But I don't know. Zore is a strong contender for the Buscus.
Zore has had a very good, strong run with that Buscus title.
How many defenses did he have?
Literally
it's
unwon.
Like 5?
He's good at what he does, is what I'm saying.
He's really good.
He's gonna take Shear's jobbing title from him, too.
Look, the art of jobbing isn't just losing, it's making the other guy look good in the process.
Yeah, but you can't make anybody look good. Zore does, though.
It's true. Zore is the ultimate jobber.
Yeah, he's even better than you, because you actually win.
Yeah,
it's exactly half the time.
Well, I didn't actually check, but it might be true.
No, it is.
Yeah, we got the wiki right open right here, and it says right here, Shear wins half the time. No stop.
Originally, we had a little blurb that basically said Skier insists he's a jobber despite his perfect record. That was when he actually only had wins.
Oh.
That was for a brief time, not much, not very long.
Yeah. Like it.
You guys think Zore was originally a member of the Detroit Lions who got into wrestling after the 2007 season?
Possibly.
I wish I'd understand that reference.
Now, I don't really want to go and distract from this fluorescent man dance, but basically the Detroit Lions didn't win a single game in the 2007 or 2009 season, can't remember which, but feels like Zore may have inherited some of that ability to not win.
That's a little bit sad.
He was the team manager.
Yeah. He was the water boy.
He put something in the water every time. That's why they lost.
He had Wrath's formula. Cannon it out.
Our horrible pool water made of children's tears and LSD.
So do we own this arena? I don't quite understand how that works. 'Cause we have a pool on the roof, sort of like every high school freshman gets told. So,
Well, we have a
Right now.
pool on the roof of the moon, yeah.
yep. Of course.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It works.
Well, it does actually make sense. We have technology.
And that technology is a lot of duct tape.
Imagine if we spent billions and billions of dollars to go back to the moon to start a wrestling league with a pool on the roof.
Yeah.
Imagine how happy people.
See, the thing is, I didn't know the pool was there until a couple of weeks ago. Then again, I constantly get pointed out that you have more than one floor. And I'm always surprised.
Yeah, Wrath just installed the pool on the second floor.
I thought it was the roof.
He built the second floor and then.
Well, I thought it was the
That
roof
was all
too.
that- That was all that hammering and saws. It's Wrath installing the second floor.
So yeah, the match is happening.
And
Who's going to win? Hint, it's probably not Zore.
yeah, hey, he's getting some offense in it here. He got a drop toe hold, had a DDT before that. Body slam though. Yeah, because of this, I actually started like paying attention to wrestling again, and by paying attention, I mean reading Wikipedia articles about wrestling, and then realizing the last time I watched it was 20 years ago.
Yeah, kind of the same here. When I started LPFWA, the story is, but this is basically common knowledge by this point, that Junpei Hyde and Skier one day were in a call with me, and Junpei decided we should watch VGCW. I was drunk at the time. So I decided it would be a good idea to drunkenly buy a wrestling game and then do a similar
I
thing.
told him no, it's a terrible idea, and it was, but it's the best terrible idea he's had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
a good terrible idea.
yeah, ever since then, well, not ever since then, I've done like 1.5 year break. But I've done this thing.
Chin buster. I've never understood the idea of dropping someone's chin on your skull as a move. Actually, about 90% of moves in wrestling, I don't quite understand how it's supposed to hurt one person more than the other. Like a
Yeah,
suplex.
yeah, that's actually a thing.
That move looks like it hurts a lot, though.
Yeah, but anyway, what we're going to say is that I didn't know anything about wrestling before that either. I just watched a little bit of WCW way back in the day because it was the only thing that was available in German TV.
Yeah. Well, that is the thing that was available.
I've still never really watched wrestling.
You had to be in the right frame of mind, which was about 14 years old.
Yeah. Like, I like wrestling. I actually enjoy it. I wouldn't even say unironically, but I just like how fucking dumb it is sometimes.
Yeah,
Maybe I should start watching wrestling again. That seems like the sort of dumb shit I'd like.
Like, what I am sometimes watching right now is Lucha Underground. It is a show on Robert Rodriguez's television network, but you can also watch some matches on YouTube. And it kind of has the promos in this telenovela style, like a cheap soap opera, and it works.
that sounds amazing. That sounds like something you watch drunk as shit with friends.
Yeah, it actually has some big names too, like Alberto Del Rio and John Morrison, and some others that are more well known in indie circles, I guess. But there's some good matches there. But anyway, this match is way better than whatever I was just talking about, because it's like...
Zore, recognizing he may win, leaves the match, gets angry.
What is this?
I'm
Who's
gonna
this
rip up
jobber
this
you booked me against?
Yeah, I'm gonna tear this table apart. I'm so fucking pissed. That did no damage to him, but we're now tableless again.
Yeah, so
Yep.
Zore actually put somebody through a table.
That's the first time in weeks, if ever.
And as comeuppance, you got his toe stubbed downstairs.
Yeah, this used to happen all the
Walter's
time.
got the best idea. Oh, that was definitely a thing I saw.
This looks like a finisher.
Body press.
Might be one.
Oh, wow. Zore kicks out of something.
Yeah, Zore's got some fighting spirit left, apparently.
Barely, but yeah.
I just want to see somebody win with nothing but kicks to the gut. It feels like it'd be a fun match to watch.
Well, I can arrange that.
Yeah. Remove all moves, save for kicks to the gut.
I can't do that, but I could control the guy who does nothing but kicks to the gut. I'm not even sure if the kick to the gut actually does damage, but I'm no expert, so I wouldn't know.
I don't know, it looked like it hurt. Wow!
Yep!
Surprise!
Zore!
Didn't see this coming.
Retains again!
Yeah.
That was amazing. That wasn't even a finisher he got hit with. It was just like a random counter. That was it. That's all it did.
That was his signature move, actually.
Oh, what the fuck was it?
It was an arm drag. Like it's supposed to be a shoulder arm drag, but there's no proper shoulder arm drag in the game, so that's what he gets.
So how many defenses is that for Zore now? 6?
I think it's the 620, yeah. 6? I lost track. I may have forgotten to update the OP, but I don't think I did.
He's the best Justice wrestler we've ever had.
He is. It can only be bad luck, by the way. Like, no, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure what to believe.
Even when people counter his strategy. Even if people
I feel
don't...
like you should... No, go ahead. I want to hear this.
I was gonna say, even when people don't wear sunglasses, Zore still loses.
I was gonna say I want to see Zore's training montage from the week where he just like constantly gets pins and submissions against him.
Fred, really? I might have to change that then. I was going by your original post, I think, which... Maybe I'm mixing something up. Yeah, I'm gonna actually have a look at that after the show. But yeah, look at those people.
You can do things.
He can do things.
That is what a doctor does, is things.
Well, you know, you might know Wrath a little bit, so he did some things.
Yeah, some things.
Well, he did more than half of it, at least. That's what he says.
Oh no. DivineCoffeeBinge is in a caffeine coma.
A caffeine withdrawal-induced coma. It's important.
Yeah. Look up to my veins.
What? Who needs blood when you can have coffee?
Yeah. It does all the same things.
Well, in DZB's
Probably.
case, that might actually be true. But I don't exactly know about her anatomy specifically. But maybe Wrath can figure it out. I don't know.
Pizza vortex, fantastic.
Yeah, like if we have infinite pizza with everything, you can just get everything.
Every variety of pizza in it.
You can get ready to do some weird shit. That's fantastic.
That's Wrath Dragonatrix Live.
I'm glad I'm in the same league as that man.
I don't think he's fought in the ring yet.
No, he hasn't. But
No.
the guy who has Black's title basically never is in the ring, except when he is, and then he fights 3 people at once.
Because we had to force a gauntlet match to make Black lose the title.
Yeah, the previous champion.
We had to force a gauntlet match, and then reality broke the first time we tried it.
Yeah, like the guy won all the time. He held the title for the entire run of the show. And at the end I made him lose. I tried to make him lose and the game glitched out and he refused to let me make him lose.
He was no-selling just everything. They weren't connecting.
His opponent wasn't selling either.
Oh man, you know what you should do now that you've mentioned that? Is there should be a tournament to see who should get the next Buskus title shot. And it's all the people who lose go on to the next round. Until you have the losiest loser that can possibly lose. Go up
Oh no, it's Zore again!
You understand a match.
Yeah. It might be worth considering, because it's the kind of dumb stuff that we do sometimes.
New character? Or am I missing something?
New
no,
character.
this looks like new.
This is Grim Darkflame, representing the Darkflame.
Oh,
As we can see, it's a metalhead. Rocking some Opeth.
well, we can't hear that.
Well, I'm sad. I'm very sad.
Yeah.
I could make you hear
I'm-
that, but that would cause problems.
Won't be able to hear Roundabout either.
Well, we won't have Roundabout, I think.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
An entire storyline where it's like, you are the worst wrestlers in the league. If I put the worst people against each other, at least someone is going to win. How did you both lose?
Double count out.
You know, that's something that can happen. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. This is how we write
So
things.
aggressively bad at winning.
And here comes Private Scott, by the way, another new arrival.
We'll be introducing new characters right to the end of the series.
No, because we're gonna run into the character limit at some point.
Well, I'm
Oh.
only about halfway there.
Get another PS3. They gotta be dirt cheap right now. Start playing on that too. Just start making 2 leagues, transporting characters. It'll be fine.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yep.
Nothing
Whole
at all.
binders full of wrestlers.
I'll trade you a Zore for the skier. Gross.
We can have a maximum of 100. And we only have like 54 right now, and a couple of those are actually duplicates.
You need to have a duplicate for the sunglasses.
No, I don't need duplicates for the sunglasses, but some just have to be there twice, but I could delete one.
I think Private Scott's got an unfair advantage. She could just shoot her opponent. She seems to have a holster and a gun in that holster.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Guns
This seems
are...
like this might be a finishing move.
Look, I'm pretty sure that goes against the rules. This isn't. You can't do that in a match that isn't Extreme Rules.
You're now playing Mortal Kombat.
Well,
It gets
not yet.
disqualified for shooting. It's a foreign object.
yeah, but she's allowed to bring it to the ring, of course.
Purpose. Just doing some skeet shooting practice.
I don't know if you really need a running start to drop that knee.
Well, I suppose you don't, but if you do, it looks like a wrestling move.
Uh-huh. Instead of looking like you're just beating down someone violently.
Yeah. Speaking of violent beatdowns, Private Scott seems to be good at those.
Seems like it, yeah.
Just break your
her while
nose.
she's
a
down.
couple times.
Yeah.
I'll break your
No,
nose
she-
from one angle and then do it again from the other, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No. Though to be fair, in this match, unlike the last one, she's not just kicking out at 2 immediately. Like
Yeah.
she's kicking out before the 1 count. It's It's great.
Yeah. Getting all the way to nothing.
Kicking out fast instead of, oh, I'm supposed to get out of these pins?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, Zore never learned that lesson, so...
I have a suspicion now that Zore maybe doesn't know the rules.
The rule, yeah. I'm supposed to let them pin me and, like, hurt me, right? Yeah? Okay. Perfect.
You win when you lie down on the ground, right? That's why I've kept this title.
Yeah, they have the most... They keep putting numbers over my head that are bigger, and they don't have the big numbers, and I win.
And I keep my title.
Uh-huh. He's had it so long he forgot how wrestling actually works. Thinks it's scored like golf.
Maybe we should tell him though.
Nah.
Ah, you're right.
He works much better as a character who just shows up to get his ass kicked every week. Like new and interesting characters.
He's got all his ninja friends in the audience.
They just like to come over here and laugh at him. The least popular kid in ninja school, everything.
Dressed like that? Of course.
Guys, I'm super stealthy like this.
Oh, that was a move,
They'll
I
never
think.
see us. Yeah, that
Because... Oh, a Zero count. That was the finisher, by the way. It was a big boot.
was. Oh. Private Scott may actually be a bit stronger than you'd think, I guess. Because...
Oh, that's a second
Grim
Zero
Talk,
count.
well, Private Scott seems to be in the military.
Yeah, she's
only
supposed
made
to be
it
tough.
to only made it to private though, so this is...
Well, doesn't mean much. She could be the toughest private ever, as far as we know.
Yeah. It could be.
Still, a tough private is still a bit stronger than most people in this league.
Yeah.
That's probably exactly accurate.
Like the other military guy we had in the league once actually, I think, yeah, he was the champion at the end, right?
Not at the very, very end, but...
Oh right, yeah, that was you. But that never happened.
it was the title. It was the title I won, but never really won.
Scott just took that one. Gets kicked in the face a couple times. Totally okay. Jaw of steel.
That was almost a squash match.
It wasn't as much of a squash as any match involving Zore.
No, I hate that I can't change the win animations because now she's acting all feminine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's completely uncharacteristic.
This does not match her character.
She got kicked in the head enough times where now it does.
Sure, we'll roll with that.
Yeah. Due to massive brain trauma.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do we have next?
Loading
Let's
screen.
see.
I don't actually have the match card ready. I don't know what matches we're gonna have.
Oh.
I never
I forgot
do.
to write it down as well. It's a mystery to all of us.
Alright, fine. I'll just open the thread and we'll find out. It's gonna work out. We are professionals after all.
Everything always works out because we try extra hard.
I mean, we're not paying anybody, so...
Yeah.
If by extra hard you mean even less, then sure.
Next up is Pomp versus Loki.
Ooh.
Should be an interesting match.
Haven't seen Loki in a little while.
Yeah, you know, had to wait for Stangate to blow over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was devastated after losing to Sturf, even though it was a really great match. Oh, look there.
Yeah, wait, why the fuck is he a mid-carder right now?
This is what animes do in their spare time. I was disturbed when I got... That is what I say.
You know, it's funny that Junpei should say this, because Junpei is basically the biggest anime.
He is.
Like, even though he claims he doesn't know much about anime, he does.
Okay. god. We're not sure if it's because of Kawaii Jumpy-chan inside, or if it's just that he actually knows that.
Yeah, we don't know.
Listen, I know a bunch of people who watch anime. They are pedophiles.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Well, maybe.
I like how we're holding JoJo's up as the light of all animes.
Well, it's the only one I personally know, really. So, there's that.
I don't watch enough anime to find another good example.
Some people I play Battlefield with, they do anime night, and they'll like go into the site that has a bunch of animes and do random. Basically, it's called anime roulette, and
Oh god.
they have found some fucked up shit.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Like, not. This is where my hatred of animes comes from. Is mostly from that and participating in it. There is a show. I kid you not. This is getting a little off topic, of course, because I'm here. But there's a show that is about a group of people who are way too into anime, and one guy trying to make like this other person leave the group and have a girlfriend so he can become the chief anime person in the group. That is a show.
Oh god.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. It was bad.
Well, I'm okay with horrible things, but sometimes there's just too much horrible.
Far too much horrible.
Look, as the chat is discussing anime now. I have made a small mistake, by the way.
Oh.
We seem to have time warped in the 2014 Raw arena.
What the
Okay, behind the scenes stuff, I was joking around that at one point I would forgot to select the correct arena. This is that
Oh, yeah, I
time.
remember that.
This is that time. I didn't know what happened this time.
That was a couple days ago.
Let's just pretend this is LPFWA arena.
Sure. I can see it in my mind's eye.
Yeah.
Pretend it's no different. I'll ignore the WWE HD sign.
So, Dr. Frankenfurter is gonna wrestle who?
Loki, I think.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Pomp versus Loki. Can't wait to see Loki again. I can't wait to see Loki next to Pomp because Pomp is big and Loki is small. Well, actually, Pomp has JoJo's musics from, I think, the game. So, Pomp is probably a stand. Or has a stand.
That's how it works, right?
I don't know.
Shouldn't he be helping with coffee? I wouldn't leave Wrath alone with another person. We've seen what he does.
Well, he is
Doses them
reliable.
with LSD.
Paralyzes their immune system. You know, not their immune system, just he paralyzes them.
For an entire week and feeds them with a funnel.
A wrestling funnel.
Yeah, wrestling. Forgetting details here, Iggy.
Not a wrestling, Rusty.
Rusty, yeah, it's Rusty. And fish food. To be fair though, it was Sims Magic, and Sims Magic is a fish.
But I think that Wrath just feeds them fish food regardless.
Yeah, he just happens to have a lot of it. It's cheap.
We don't know yet, but it might be the case.
It's from that. It's probably from that time that he tried to kill all the fish in the ocean by overfeeding them.
Sounds like something Wrath would do. But anyway, welcome to Monday Night Raw. I'm whoever announces that. I'm that guy.
I'm the other guy who announces things on that.
And I'm the third guy who shows up sometimes and yells things at the mic.
Good.
I have bad opinions about women, probably.
I have pretty okay opinions
I have
on
worse
women.
opinions.
Like, some women are okay, is what I'm saying.
Let me counter that by saying they're not. That'll get me in deep with good wrestling fans, right?
Yes.
That'll prove I don't like women, and then therefore I'm a good wrestler.
If I don't like the women, then that means that I am the stronger.
That seems to be how the internet functions, so I don't see why it shouldn't be how wrestling functions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that got into a weird, mean place.
It did. That was horrible. Anyway, wrestling.
Oh yeah,
I think
wrestling.
Those heels have to be uncomfortable wrestling, let's face it.
Yeah, those boots are much better suited for wrestling, probably.
You know, I could give Pomp actual boots, but I thought this was better.
It is.
His finishing move should be a big boot and just kicks him in the face with a stiletto.
I am
Ouch.
a little bit sad I didn't think of that now.
Well, that's also why Dash's finishing move should be a torture rack.
Yeah. But,
Ride the spike, son.
yeah, Blind Sally
Anyone
wanted
who
to be
can
the last ride, though. But I can add a torture rack.
I like the
should.
idea that anyone who gets hit by Pomp's finisher, if it were the kick to the face with the stiletto, has to wear an eye patch.
That'd be it. Instead of sunglasses, you get eye patches in the Zore title match.
But only if they fought Pomp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And received
great.
a big boot to the face.
Uh-oh.
But I'm pretty sure I couldn't keep track of that anyway.
And let's respond to Midnight Light. Yes, this must be the work of the enemy stand. The stand user is probably nearby.
It's the referee.
Yep.
Ah, I should have known.
It only makes sense. You can see him fiddling with controls.
Yeah, and,
That's how stands work, right?
and every time he gets hit, the referee also flinches. That's how
It's
we
true.
know. Just pretend it's the case, okay?
This is a fact.
Yeah.
True story. Pull him up, stare at him, punch him in the guts.
Loki, by the way, already did his finisher. He freaking chokeslammed Pomp. Pomp
Gotta
didn't
love
care.
that. Every other one of his moves is like the little luchador kind of moves, and then he just chokeslams a guy. It's a great little comparison.
Actually, his finisher is a signature move. But anyway, that's not important.
Oh no! I love how the wrestlers can go right through the ref. It's like, what? Did he fuck up a powerbomb?
No, that's an alley-oop, I think. Is it? I think it's called an alley-oop. I'm not sure.
I think Loki's bleeding.
Yeah, Loki's bleeding. I don't know which part of him is bleeding, though. I just know that there's red
Probably the
stuff.
face.
I'm gonna guess, yeah.
In the past, people have bled from the legs after being hit in the head. And I don't see
makes
blood
sense.
anywhere except on the ground. So maybe... I don't know.
That was a really fast rope break.
Don't even do it! Don't even do it! See, it's in the ropes.
It's in his face. I can see the blood.
Oh, we got a reversal out of that.
And the fan in the background just yelled, "Put him in a body bag."
Oh. Which one?
Yes. If we're gonna introduce a new match type, it's like a casket match, except it's a body bag match.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You actually
and...
have to kill him first, though.
Yeah, right. Which is why Private Scott has an unfair
Both
advantage
wrestlers
with
have
the
to. Both wrestlers have to fight in a body bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
No matter who wins, we lose.
I sometimes wish I could do stuff like that.
Just set stupid circumstances.
Like, if I could hack that into the game, I would.
Well, you could probably do it in 2K15 if someone mods it to actually have, you know, custom storylines and wrestlers.
Yeah, they removed the one good feature from the game. It's a little sad.
That's so tone deaf. Oh man, we went off topic, but it's incredibly tone deaf that they did that considering the wow, Loki just took Pomp out easy.
Loki takes it. This is why he made it to this. This is why he was nearly LPFWA champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe he wants another shot, who knows.
Loki is just proving his worth every time he gets into the ring, once every 6 months.
Yeah, especially when he's actually suddenly punchy.
Yeah, that's usually very helpful on his part. Yeah, I just got cut in the forehead, nothing big.
No big deal. I just had to kill the other guy.
I'm not going to get this looked at all.
Well, I mean, that would cost money and or going to Dr. Wrath.
Oh yeah, your platelet count's a little low. Have some of this.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the last time anyone heard of Loki.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Are we gonna get to the correct arena after this?
I hope. We can't stay, this is gonna be, we're gonna have copyright issues if we just stay at the Raw arena. They're gonna sue us.
Yeah, they're gonna be really unhappy we showed up and took their arena from them.
Well, hold on. They can't sue us.
We're still at the Raw arena! You know what else I was joking about? Actually, I was changing the fucking scene. Just pretend we're backstage. I changed this gear. You're my witness. I changed it. I changed it.
Dash just likes to be out in the arena sometimes when he's not Dash.
This is clearly not Dash, yes.
Yeah, no, that's El the Chad.
The El Chad.
Man looks exactly like me. Ooh, a dog with a puffy tail. Why does Lord of Butt have problems with Dash?
Well, last time we saw Dash, he stole all the food and tried to sell it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Maybe that's still a sensitive issue, I don't know. Even though we have infinite pizza now.
Yeah, that's all you really need in your day's pizza. It basically functions like a multivitamin.
Also, the multivitamins on some of the pizzas.
Yeah. We'll just pick out what we need outside of food, necessities from the pizzas.
We're just not allowed to ever anger Frosty or BFC because that'll mean we won't have pizza anymore.
Dash will have to kidnap them both. End of pizza singularity.
Does anybody know Spanish, by the way? Because we kind of need to translate what not Dash is saying here. I don't understand anything.
I get...
That's...
That's
stuff.
This is strong Spanish.
I only know that... I know nothing about Spanish, okay? I'm just gonna say it right here.
Yeah, Dash is... it'd be very difficult to be able to read what he's saying if you don't know Spanish at this point.
Yeah.
It's incredibly hard.
I know a little bit of French, and I'm just barely getting through on some of the basic words.
Oh, good. Fruit Sniffer knows a little bit of Spanish. He can translate it.
It'll take some hours, though.
Pause the stream, take down what he's saying, just work it out.
Lord of Butt seems to insist that this is actually Dash Rendar, the person that he claims not to be.
And we know that Dash Rendar doesn't know Spanish, because he, speaks Galactic Basic or whatever the fuck.
And this is, some pretty impressive Spanish.
Is El Chad gonna phase through the ropes on his way out of here?
I know.
As if they weren't there.
I am the El Chad, and El the Chad now has to take the Chad L's leave.
Anyway, that was backstage in some corridor, not in some arena.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Maybe the El Chad just likes to try to sell food from the arena, and that's the best, most visible place. Why would he be in the back trying to sell food? I don't understand.
Yeah, that just wouldn't make sense.
There's only 54 people to sell it to back there. Hundreds outside.
So up next we have the animes versus the not animes.
The anti-anime alliance versus the anti-anime alliance.
Yeah. We'll just have a quick break as that is set up.
We'll see if I decide to win this one. I have to make the decision. It's an active thing for me. is to decide if I'm going to win a match or not. Because sometimes I feel like, you know, these other people, they deserve a chance. The chances I never had as a child. But, you know, other times I feel like this is, you know, my time. I've earned this, and I'm going to take I've taken my licks, and I'm going to keep this title. We'll see how I feel about this. Because, you know, my issues with anime, they're wide and far-ranging. And they started, you know, when I first heard of anime, and I thought it was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard of. And then I saw an anime, and I thought it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But then I went to a comic book convention, and then I knew they were the dumbest people alive. And I had to make a decision with this match. And, you know, do I let these people have a title and let them feel good about themselves, and maybe they'll go out and have a social life and talk to people instead of cartoons that they have dinner with? But, you know, it's to be seen if I decide to win or not.
Yeah.
I'm glad my case has been made.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm glad we could hear this. I now almost understand you.
To win or not to win, that is the question. That you have to struggle with every time you go into that arena.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at me. I could win every time if I wanted to.
And you have won every time if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, it's true. That's exactly right. I beat that freaking blue duck motherfucker, and then I got swung around by the Canadian guy because I felt like, you know what? Canada needs this win. Now that guy's champion.
It's
So,
true.
you know, look
I mean,
at what happens.
It was a fair loss. I mean, the Canadian space program just can't be beaten.
It could be if I wanted to be that.
If you wanted to, but you know, you need to give that Canadian guy a chance. And you know, that shot turned into something big.
Yeah. He didn't even win that tournament. He still was able to win the title eventually.
Well, I should probably tell you that the Canadian Space Program guy actually has an anime song as his entrance tune, and he has a pretty anime name. So maybe in the future you might decide to actually win against him.
I'm going to give you a heads up. When I joined the Skype call, and 9 out of the 10 logos that were in it were fucking anime logos, I knew this was going to be an upward battle for me. And I'm looking at, like, you know, Cheers is the fucking anime. Midnight Light, and all the other guys you're trying to call into this thing, desperate to have someone who wasn't me and reason to kick me out. They were all, you know, animes. And I'm like, well, this is clearly a racist thing. And this entire league is tilted towards cartoons. I only have this title because I want this title right now.
Well, my avatar is from a Western comic, by the way, just so you know. I'm totally on your side.
Sure. Listen, you completely killed my momentum. That's an important thing. When you're trying to cut a promo, you don't come into my promo and fucking tell me how to talk and try to make friends with me. I'm cutting a promo, son.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna...
That's right. I don't care if you're my boss.
I'm your boss, though. I'm not paying you, by the way.
That's why I steal all the gasoline. I don't know. This is why no one's been run over with a limo yet, because I siphon all the gasoline out of
Yeah.
these things before you get to the arena.
Might also be that we're on the moon, and we have a parking lot and cars, but I'm not sure anyone actually drives them.
Well, when you build an arena, you have to build all the other stuff. So we have like a bunch of abandoned malls nearby and everything else, and like luxury condos that no one lives in.
Well, there is a Pizza Hut also.
That one's Steph. We're not sure why.
Because we have infinite pizza.
If you know what, we could sell some of that pizza and actually be able to bribe the Olympic Committee to come here for a year.
Send all the athletes to the moon.
And then I'll decide which gold medals I want. By just stealing them from the people who win them. It's a lot easier to do it that way. Most of those guys can't fight. Ooh,
Oh wow,
ref.
you are destroying this anime.
I took that ref out. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Lose line, and he was back up.
Oh, it looks like those animes want you dead. They're doing something.
Well, I'll decide if I die or not. Thank you.
You're selling those moves pretty convincingly, by the way, for somebody who's just, you know, deciding to do things.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to make a conscious choice when you get into the ring if you're going to let your opponent see you be hurt or not. And I think this gives them a nice boost so they can believe they're going to win this match. If I decide that they're not going to, they'll feel like they at least tried and had a chance.
They potentially earned that win.
Yeah, potentially.
But
And
they
you just
probably didn't.
punching me in the back of the head is really the fastest way to make me angry too. So there we go.
Does it mean you're gonna win now?
I don't know. Haven't decided yet.
You can't. You haven't really decided until you've either made the other person tap or decided to tap yourself. Depends on how good the showing is.
And I think the only problem is that Joe here is probably going to come in and fuck over my my strategy at some point or another. Like, he's leaving now, apparently.
Yeah, he doesn't even want to, like, do some tag team action with you.
Yeah, I'm going to do it all myself, it's fine.
He seems like a dick.
He's actually pulling a dash here, coming on the apron, off the apron. I'm getting punched in the skull, it's fine.
Yeah, no biggie.
Way! I just love the run back to the corner. I don't want to fight you anymore!
Oh. And then he immediately tries to tag back in, that's the funniest part. But Punchy's punching him like really good, actually.
Punchy's doing wrestling moves too, I don't know. He might be a stand right now.
But whose stand is he? We don't know.
What if Punchy's his own stand?
Yeah. That may be it.
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't.
That looked bad.
Oh. Looks like Punchy's preparing to finish somebody off.
Yeah, no,
Bronco
maybe he should do the Bronco Buster.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest wrestling moves.
I don't know, you saw Pomp's move earlier.
That's almost a Bronco Buster, only it isn't.
Yeah, it's in reverse, and it's probably not anywhere near as painful as getting your back jarred against a turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Those things hurt.
There's a lot of padding, but still, you're gonna take a hit. I assume. Yes, my knowledge of wrestling, it extends to what I think is happening in wrestling. This is the first time in a tag match where people have looked at the correct people the entire time. What's going on? Falling down on the job.
It's weird.
Hopefully you can't hear my dog barking.
We can, but it's cool. We like dogs.
I'm starting to dislike her right about now. There's no good reason to do that. You should do a tornado tag match. Have all 4 fighters in the ring at once.
Or all 6 of them. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that sometime.
Oh yeah. You should do a Survivor Series to determine if anime or not anime wins.
We probably have to if this escalates any further.
Did Punchy just try to hit me?
I think he tried to take you out.
And then Joe just speared Junpei.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I only know what's happening half of the time. The other half, I'm kind of confused. Right now, I'm confused.
This is like that was a signature from Punchy.
You're gonna move him closer to me, so I'll be able to knock him over. Or I just won't get in. I don't even need to.
Don't even try to save him because you just
I've actually left.
Because you just know that he's gonna kick out. Either that or you decided to lose. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll let you know when it happens. I don't know what strategy he's going on here, but it seems to be okay.
As I already said, I don't know what's going on half the time, and this is the time I don't know what's going on.
What?
They're doing things.
Hey, Joe. Joe.
I think Punchy's meant to be in the ring right now.
Yeah. I'm surprised the ref can keep track of it.
I don't think the ref can.
I'm getting a signature here.
Oh no, this is a finisher.
Yeah, this is... It's called succinct and punchy, because it's very succinct and it's a punch.
Yeah,
And
I decided we're gonna win.
I like how Junpei tried to interrupt Lazy Fire here and actually just jumped right past him.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good distance. You know, he's a little lighter than he thinks he is. Wait, why is he counting Junpei out when Junpei's... I don't understand what just happened. I don't think I ever will.
I
But there
don't
was a swinging
think it
neckbreaker.
matters.
Now I'm back.
Okay.
Let's see how I decide to finish this off. It's clearly towards the end of this match.
Clearly.
Both tag matches, you never know. They might last all of 2 minutes, or they might last like 30 minutes.
I think the one at the pay-per-view lasted like 2 minutes total, right?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't actually measure the time though.
We had faced those guys before, so we knew how they'd decide to act. And I'll just moonwalk my way out of this match. See ya. That's what I like to do when I know that I'm doing well. I'm doing what I mean to do, and I just moonwalk. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get that one off when my guy's right there.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. DDT. And it looks like I'm apparently gonna go for a pin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew what I'm doing. Junpei got back in though. Where's Joe? Where the hell did he go?
I don't know!
I fell out!
He's out of the ring.
Damn it, Joe, what are you doing here? I don't know.
He's leaving. He's done.
No, he's not.
Oh, get ready for a signature. Well, I guess not. I gave up on my finishing move to do that instead, sure. That's definitely a thing that I... Oh, missed it. Hold on, stay here. No.
Oh man.
No, that was...
He's giving Junpei
to miss 2 finishers in a row. So he tagged Junpei in, and Junpei's immediate move is to pin me.
Again.
Oh, that was close.
It could have been a 3
Oh.
count if you didn't decide to kick out.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Oh.
I decided I wasn't as tired as I thought I was.
This is gonna be a 3. Nope.
No,
Nah,
it
it was only one. There was only one clothesline, so he probably needs like 2 or 3, based on the superhero level of punishment these guys can take.
Well, he is an anime. He always has another trick up his sleeve.
Yeah, that's true.
They always can come back from the brink because they're anime as fuck.
I think Junpei just tapped, son.
Junpei just tapped, yeah. And Panji did nothing about it. He just stood there and watched.
Joe's just staring at it too. That was interesting. I wasn't expecting that.
And Joe just was already leaving because he knew it was gonna happen. He knew you decided that you were gonna win, so he just, yeah, I'm gonna leave now. Don't need anymore.
He doesn't need me.
Hmm.
I can go home. This is sweet. Well, that was an important replay. Like this amazing move he almost tried to do.
Yeah, the replays are kind of... They don't always make much sense. But I could save some of those as videos.
Watch Joe. Just leaves. Gets out. Fucking done.
Yeah.
They need to train the anti-anime alliance needs to train some more.
Yeah, and after they've
Power
trained
up.
under some sensei or something, they will be really powerful, and they will be able to unlock their secret powers, which are impressive and flashy, and probably, I don't know, there's something.
You know how that anime works. whenever they get beaten up, they come back even stronger. I don't know, maybe that's how it works. Or maybe... Yeah, it is how it works in anime. But that's not how it works in the Wastelands.
Yeah.
Generally, you're dead if you get beaten in the Wastelands, just to give you guys a heads up. So I would suggest not doing that. Oh, look, you have match highlights.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually save that one. Because...
The anime hug.
I know, that's the finish where Immortan Cho just decides to leave.
He figured he could get back to his rigged up truck and drive across the wasteland a little bit before the match ended. He didn't think it was going to take that short a time. But, you know, I put my mind to putting that submission on, and man, he quit pretty quickly, huh?
You actually did it instead of, you know, faking it. And then he's like, oh shit, this actually really hurts. Tap out.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just put him in a, like, Boston Crab or something, but nah, I'm gonna go full on, whatever the fuck that thing was.
I think it was a full Nelson. I'm not sure though.
Oh, sure.
Go on, full Nelson.
Full on full Nelson.
It might have been something different. I didn't actually look, but it looked like a full Nelson. Maybe? Somebody back me up on that, somebody, please.
Somebody who watches wrestling for real.
AKA nobody in our audience.
Except for Junpei Hyde, but actually he's not in our audience. He never is, because he doesn't have internet. So it's kind of amazing he's even in LPFWA.
Yeah. Junpei will have to go to level 9,000 to win against me, I think, is probably what's going to happen here.
He'll need to power up to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
I'm not sure if you actually watched the brief history of LPFWA video in the OP, but that's basically what happened there. He did power up.
I did, but the second anything anime comes into my view, I immediately go blind until it goes away. My brain's learned to shut down on that.
It's probably for the better. Like, that was...
It was really dumb.
Yes. Oh, it was the one time I let Junpei write something. Like, I didn't let him write it, I just let him suggest it, and then I did it, and I just stole lines from Dragon Ball Z and replaced, I think, Super Saiyan with Kawaii, and that was it.
But you know what that match just proved, though?
It's
Anime's bad, and it's for pedophiles.
Well, that'll be decided when the animes have trained a little bit and unlocked their secret superpowers, and they can come back and try to kick your ass again.
Nobody wants to watch a fucking montage of people eating Pocky and watching Akira on repeat. So I don't know what the fuck you think you're selling anyone right there.
Well, all I'm saying is that maybe, just maybe, they will not accept their loss because they're animes. I don't mean to be racist, but...
I mean, you know that the animes always lose their first fight.
Yeah. Oh god.
I mean, they're probably gonna...
Slice of life anime.
Oh, so DZB is now going machine gun with what she's saying. I'm gonna have a match right now, and I'm gonna beat up
my opponent real good because
I'm...
It's like trying to read Ulysses, goddamn.
I'm caffeine incarnate. Nothing can stop me, not even...
Caffeine incarnate, nothing can stop me now, not even... More coffee, need more coffee.
I am DivineCoffeeBinge. Look at my...
Coffee, I'm in DivineCoffeeBinge, look at my...
Roast...
I can't...
Yeah, who the fuck wrote this? Some idiot, probably. Like,
you did.
Last second as some filler or some dumb shit, I don't know.
It was like, fuck, we need a scene here. What do we do? And then Icky just kind of started writing.
Yeah, hold on here. I gotta say something. If you want to watch Slice of the Life anime, if you want to see the worst one, there are at least 3 animes about Mahjong. Just gonna give you that heads up.
But isn't it technically a sports anime? Like sports, like like.
It wasn't.
No.
I'm doing finger
I know
quotes
that
right now.
there's at least 3 different kinds of mahjong anime, but wasn't one of them like I don't know? One of them has like a former criminal who's always at these fucking like seedy, sleazy places, and he's just this mahjong genius of some kind.
Yes, that was one that was set like right after World War II, and was what made me not want to watch anime anymore with the people who watch anime, and began my lifelong hatred. At least DivineCoffeeBinge is here, and she's able to move and shit, which was an improvement over last week, as we all know.
She's been in a coma.
Yeah, she's now at full power, so if she doesn't win against evil now, she can never beat evil.
There should be a female Buscus title.
Maybe there will be once
There's
we have like more females.
Once we have more women wrestlers than we can count on our hands, then maybe.
We have 6 right now. 6, right? I'm not sure.
It just means that you're always in contention for a belt.
There's 3 tag team titles in the entire league. Sorry, 3 tag teams in the entire league.
4.
Yeah.
One of them. Oh, there's enough people for 4.
Oh, there's also a 5th one. There's technically Team Dark Souls, which is Crimsh, who doesn't exist, and Junpei, and Interrupted Jones, and me.
I think you're just talking about female tag teams.
Alright! Yeah, no, female tag teams don't exist. No, they don't.
Yeah, there's only enough people in there for 3.
Yeah. I think it
I
might
don't think
have
any of
more.
them get along either, because I don't think any of them have had good interactions with each other.
Well, Rara gets along with everybody.
She does offer
So
free
she's-
cupcakes.
So she's probably in a tag team with Evil,
Oh yes.
because they're both super faces.
Well,
John Cena.
except Evil is not a super face, she's John Cena, and as we all know, nobody really likes John Cena, but John Cena is still like super face.
Yeah, he's a face.
Oh yeah, right. I guess he's a face, but he's John Cena.
Yeah. They pump in, it's like an Atlanta Falcons game, they pump in a lot of noise to make it sound like people like them. Man, I'm gonna make a bunch of football references that you're just not gonna get, Iggy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or anyone else who watches this, because they're all probably busy watching anime on Sundays. Just like every other day of the week.
Well, yeah, John Cena used to be a heel, but then he discovered the secrets of basic thugonomics and became a face.
Basic economics. Is that actually a fucking thing?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, it is a thing. It is wrestling.
Basic thugonomics. Yep. I mean, you don't really discover those. You get born into that, you know? It's like living in the trap.
Like, I think he was supposed to be a heel at the time, but he was really popular, so he became a face. Nobody hated him, at that time at least. Now everybody hates him.
Except for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids on the Miracle Network.
Yeah, like he does like...
Imagine that being your last wish.
Yeah,
I want to see John Cena.
yeah.
John Cena shows up. Or, worse yet, I want to see someone else, and John Cena shows up.
Like, no joke by the way, for those who don't know, John Cena has fulfilled at least 400 Make-A-Wish It's amazing.
So is Wrath.
He aims for
Technically, Wrath filled a lot of those wishes that people didn't know they wanted to make.
Oh, right.
I didn't make this wish. Now you do.
Oh, you wanna see John Cena? Well, here's a pool full of LSD.
Yeah, you can see all the John Cenas you want to. They may be crawling out of your body, but you'll see them. They'll be there.
See, I don't think that he's... See, now I'm trying to figure out how he made the pool in the first place.
Research chemicals from China.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That
the pool
doesn't
is filled. No, the pool is filled with children's tears first.
What if the actual status of that pool is that it doesn't exist and he just doses you with LSD as you walk in the room and everyone sees a pool?
Well, I've never seen the pool, but I drank water from it, so I don't know.
What if Wrath just has a large supply of children's tears that he wasn't telling you about?
I mean, either he has a lot of children's tears.
Well, he shows. Oh, I know how he gets the children's tears. He waits until John Cena is doing another Make-A-Wish thing, then Wrath shows up instead. And the children cry because they want to see John Cena, but Wrath shows up. And then he collects their tears and laughs because he's evil.
John Cena shows up, and then Wrath drugs him. Just sticks the guy with a fucking needle. Merry Christmas!
Yeah.
Wrath would have something prepared for that statement. It's like every week that happens to John Cena and he has a new statement to make about it. It's like he spends more time coming up with that than he does mixing his drugs poorly.
What do you mean poorly?
Well, I mean, he doesn't really, you know, like measure or check things or anything like that. He's just like, yeah, that looks like enough.
Well, he's a doctor. He knows what he's doing.
Next thing you know, you're going to come to soil.
A cup of Soylent John Cena.
Yeah. Well, no, I was referencing the food supplement drink that apparently
that thing.
The guy who makes it is absolutely fucking insane and buys brand new Nomex jumpsuits once a week instead of washing clothes. Like a weird oh man. I was gonna say this was a very one-sided match that we were not talking about whatsoever.
Yes, I like that we did not lose a single word about the match. Not a single one. Like, I counted not one word.
Yeah, that's what Wrath, Lincoln from Wrath's duty. I don't know why I swam in it for an hour before I had my match, but I did.
So the pool does exist.
Uh-huh, sure. Well, I think so. I was wet when I came out of that room.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that means there's a pool. Like I think there is one. We drank water from. We all drank water from it. Did we? I think we did.
Well, I think most people would have.
It's just the pool of the used sweat rags from the LPFWA that Wrath has wrung out, and he says it's children's tears.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
Oh, this tastes like Galen. What the fuck?
Maybe he's just faking it. He's actually a nice guy. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
That would be the biggest twist.
Oh well.
Coffee, DivineCoffeeBinge. I gotta say, maybe needs a little bit more coffee. Even if you've merged with the bean itself, I just...
Yeah, she now doesn't have blood anymore. She has coffee.
It was a really weird sequel to The Fly when she got into the teleporter and put a coffee bean in the other one. And somehow became half coffee, half human.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's still portrayed by Jeff Goldblum.
What the hell's going on?
It's supposed to be a title match?
Yeah, oh right, Danaru is the champion. I forgot.
Yeah, Nufkin's lost, remember?
Yeah.
Does Nufkins get a title shot? I mean, now that we won't be able to see him. No. Is he going to have to retool?
Well, the Hulk Hogan thing was only meant to be there for one... Nuff Hogan was only meant to be there for one show. And then he kept winning. So, maybe, yes.
Can't wait for Nuff Man Randy Savage.
By the way, this stream is in memory of Roddy Piper because he died. Just so you know. Like, he died last week, but that doesn't matter.
This is the first stream since you killed him.
Actually, the first stream since I killed him was our last stream, but I didn't want to acknowledge it because that was like too soon. Now it's totally okay. Because
oh, hey,
it's
it's
been a week.
Face. Remember him? It's been about a season and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Well, since he lost, or since I decided he should lose his tag title.
It's Face, aka Catterhall, who is a big fan of Lazy Fire's LPs, by the way, as far as I know.
Why would you ever be a big fan of my LPs?
I don't
That's
know.
like, I'm
Maybe-
the John Cena of LPs. People just say they like me, but they know they
Well, I've only seen
And I
one of
keep
your
showing up at
LPs.
hospitals.
Half of it, I'm watching it currently, and it's good, but I'm not gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Midnight Light says, I hope Nuffkins wins his next match. He was the only person to ever call me at 6 in the morning on Skype.
Oh god.
I'm sure there's something
Yeah,
there I don't get.
I think that it's all stated right there.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
just
don't know
kind
why
of how
you-
Nuffkins is.
I hope he wins a match. He called me at 6 a.m. Those are two different thoughts, man.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting sentiment. Yes. Will Danaru be able to defend his title against Face?
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the match.
Yeah,
Man, that sure is wrestling.
there's a match going on. It's a black screen right now, but there's a match.
There's
What
going
if the
to be
match
match.
starts during the loading screen?
I was
Oh, wow,
afraid
that is
for
true,
a
it's a
second
match.
to have like an infinite loading screen again, because that has happened in the past.
Yeah. Every game breaks, but this game breaks in interesting and new ways.
Yes, it indeed does. And it sometimes breaks in ways that nobody is able to predict. Like that one time we all remember when Loki was suddenly punchy. Twice.
Twice. Twice.
We never did get to the bottom of that, but I think Wrath pointed out that we're all on LSD that time.
That's more plausible than the actual explanation that, well, Annihilated
Pun-
actually delivered.
the one where Punchy just beat up Loki backstage.
Well, not backstage. Like, you know, Loki came to the ring, but then Punchy was in the ring. That was the thing. Anyway, a match we're gonna talk about. There's like Face and Danaru, and they're gonna like they do wrestle right now.
Yeah, they're wrestling.
Yeah.
Danaru got into both of the biggest professions in Canada, Mountyism and wrestling. So I can see why he's such a viable champion. You know, he knows law enforcement and he knows how to, you know, hold a man tightly, as it were.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
A lot of our champions end up being people who work with people wrestling. people.
They work
Yeah.
with people, yeah. I work with people
Not
too.
well, but they work with them. Yeah, this is it's an interesting hat match. I think the loser should lose a hat. That'd be good too.
Well,
But what if the one that doesn't? I don't know. But what if what if it is Danaru that loses? Does that mean that Face has to retain his fedora?
Yes.
well, Face is the only one still wearing a fedora. I don't know why he does it, but he does it.
Well, it looks cool. There's nothing more subtly cool than a fedora. I want you to look at this picture of my great-grandfather in 1932. And I'll prove to you that it was a cool thing to wear 80 years ago.
And I'm pretty sure 80 years ago it was for women.
Well, fedoras have had a bad rap.
Jesus
I'm sure
Christ.
it's okay now in the year 2023 to just wear fedora again without being mocked.
Did anyone else just see Danaru send fucking Face into space again without even going into the space program there?
I think I saw that. Yeah, he
Oh.
just threw him overhead.
Well, we
I
are
know,
on the moon. That was the Canadian moon landing, I guess.
That's it. Canadian moon landing. Powered by maple syrup. And,
It's more efficient than rocket fuel. Who knew?
it cost 32 billion loonies to get up here, man. Make it worth it.
Catterhall is American, right? I think he is,
I think so. Yeah.
as far as I know. Yeah, so yeah, this is America versus Canada. Then.
North America's bigger, dumber neighbor. Or America's bigger, dumber neighbor. North America. They're both in North America. Oh well.
North America, bigger number neighbor. North
Yeah.
America.
Yeah. North America, 1960s, bigger, dumber neighbor, North America.
Oh, we got a new champion.
Fucking squash match.
Ow.
That took like no time whatsoever.
That was fast.
Yeah. Yeah. And now they're just standing there looking at this corpse. Good.
I'm pretty sure Danaru is still alive. I'm seeing him breathing.
Yeah. Phase 1.
Not at all Catterhall in his face.
Well, it is Catterhall, but we're gonna call him Phase.
It's a good thing we decided to comment on this match because it took no time. We didn't have to make anything up.
Yeah, we didn't even need to do commentary. Like, we just kind of talked.
We could have just watched it happen. We could have just not said anything. It would have expended the same amount of calories and carbon dioxide.
But
That's goddamn.
that was quite an end to the show, though, because
It was.
Yeah. I mean, Danaru just dethroned Nufkins, a great champion last week, and then Danaru loses it immediately to Fates.
you know what I think? Danaru just had a bad night. Maybe he, I don't know. Sometimes you have those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even on those days, you just have to wrestle at your best.
He sent him to space once. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And he landed on the moon. That's impressive. You don't do that every day. Like.
Well, I do, because we live on the moon.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's basically how it happens.
It is.
So goddamn, that was fast.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but Danaru might want to have a rematch at some point. Maybe, perhaps.
Possibly.
If I let him have it because I'm the one booking, maybe I will feel gracious, maybe I won't. It depends on how I feel at the time, but
that's our show tonight.
yeah, that's been our show.
That was a fast one, considering the 2 squash matches that finished it off.
Well, actually, it's been about as long as I expected it to be.
Oh, without the chat in front of me, I can't tell. Without the screen in front of me.
Well, we've been streaming. Airing this show on worldwide television for 1 hour and 17 minutes.
Yeah, that is faster than usual.
Actually, it isn't. We've been faster last time. Last time was a pay-per-view. We haven't been faster, but usually.
Yeah, last time was a pay-per-view, which took several hours.
Yeah, usually we're a bit over an hour. Normally, not now though.
I can't believe I watched that entire pay-per-view on YouTube a week after it happened.
Well, some good stuff happened though. We had like a pizza suddenly appearing, and what else?
Solved the LPFWA food crisis.
Yeah, that was impressive. I didn't see that coming.
That was a good move. No. Who could have known that would be so easily solvable by just creating a pizza singularity? I mean, imagine that.
Yeah, I'm just glad we have food now, because otherwise we'd have problems. Like,
yeah, I imagine that kind of suck.
Starving would suck, but we're not starving.
It wouldn't be a problem for me. I would just go, steal all the food that was available from everybody else and, run a fiefdom wherever I felt like. Probably in a dressing room.
You mean you'd steal it from Dash, or the guy who isn't a Dash?
El Chad, yes.
Yes.
The El Chad.
The El Chad. But anyway, this has been LPFWA once more, and thanks for joining us, everybody. Next time, things will happen, I guess.
Whoa. Will there be wrestling?
I'm not sure yet. I still gotta sit in that for a while and then maybe make a decision.
Yeah. I know how those work out.
Yeah, but anyway, any last words from you guys?
Wrestling.
I'm gonna go fulfill 400 wishes on the Children's Miracle Network.
Oh dear.
Hi everyone, I'm a sub 3-tier level LPer.